Hi guys, and welcome to this beautiful Friday evening. Beautiful Friday evening. A beautiful sunset and a beautiful Friday evening. Hope everyone is doing well. So today I'm just gonna go through how to make better entries. How to make better entries. Because I know that most of y'all can sometimes struggle with when to enter, especially new traders struggle a lot when to entry. They feel like every time they enter long it dumps, and then when the short it goes up, and when you long it goes down. I mean, I feel you guys, and I'm there. Like, everyone is there. There's no one that haven't felt that feeling before. But I'm just gonna go through on how to enter better trades, and what we can look for when to enter, right? I always say the rule is to long the support, right? And short the resistance, right? You don't want to long the resistance or short the support, right? And it's just gonna be a chill evening video, get your, I don't know, snacks, coffee, drink, I don't know. Just sit back, relax, and chill. There's no screaming in this channel. There's no crazy energy over top. We're just chilling here. So I'm gonna take an example. I'm gonna just go through my thought process, right? And I'm not gonna go in depth on every single thing because it's separate videos for that. But I'm gonna go through how I thought and my thinking process when I posted a setup earlier today to the group, to our Discord group. So I did post this setup here. I saw that we were coming down to the bottom of this symmetrical triangle, and by the way, what a beautiful one. Has to be one of the most beautiful ones I've seen. Look how perfect it was. Just beautiful. Alright guys, so how did I know that we should enter here? Well, first, I advise you to learn how to draw support and resistance lines, which is actually one of the easiest things you can learn in technical analysis. And it's basically what I've actually learned. The first thing I learned was support and resistance lines. And that's a whole nother video, but to go through it quickly, you look at where Bitcoin price had most reactions of or confluence, right? And you can see, for example, this white line here, right? You can see how many times it bounced off one place, right? Both from, having it as a support and as a resistance. And look guys, zoom out. Don't forget to zoom out, right? You can see how many times it actually touched this level. So you draw the support and resistance lines by that. I'm gonna cover that in another video, but for now, to keep it more simple and to keep it like straight to the point, I'm not gonna do that right now. But so first, I have my support lines. I have my pattern that we're trading in. And the price is dumping, right? At the moment, as the price is dumping, I like to pull out the fib level. I like to take my fib level, this fib level here. And what I'd like to do is look at the recent low and the recent high, which is swing low and swing high. So the recent lowest low, lowest point, and the recent highest point. And you just take it and pull it out like that. By the way, to pull it out, you go here, and then you pick the Fibonacci fib retracement, right? So, and by the way, this golden ratio, you wanna add it to your fib, and you do it by adding one of these and then write it down, the 65 here. So usually it's like this. Once when you go to TradingView, which you can actually sign up on the link in the bio, but once you go, you don't see this 65 level, right? Or I think you don't do. But if you don't do, then just, check market and write it 0.65 here. Right, so the price is dumping. I'm pulling up my fib level and I look for longs. Guys, remember, when something is dumping hard, it has to react, right? Most people, when something dumping, they go in and short very late, right? I'm looking for longs, right? Once we were at this point, at the golden ratio, at the between 0.618 and 0.65. This is the golden ratio. And as we know, when we're dumping, usually it does react from this area very hard. So we're going down, we're coming down. I see that we are in between the gold ratio or inside the gold ratio. We are actually as well touching or breaking the triangle, right? So I know there's a lot of confluence here. There's the Fibonacci level and there's this triangle, right? And what I did here is I was looking for longs. I was looking for longs when we came to this level. And then you might ask, okay, but how do I know that it's not gonna dump even lower? How do I know that it's not gonna dump even lower? Well, that's when market cipher, that's when it's coming in. So what I do like to do is I like to look at the lower time frames when we are coming down to a level where I could look for for long or short. So I look at the lower levels, and by looking at the lower levels here, we can see clearly, very clearly, that the price is coming down, yet the momentum is coming up. And that's called bullish divergence. And I love to trade by them. We see it coming down. We see the bullish divergence. We can look at the even lower time frames. We see actually here as well that when we are coming closer to this level here, we see very, very clearly as well that the money flow is curving to the upside, right? It's, here's the thicker wave, right? And then it goes slower, then it goes slower, then it goes slower, then it goes slower, right? That's another sign of a reaction, right? Because when money flow is curving up, it's about to turn green or it's coming up. So basically money flow is coming in. It's about, it's red, there's no money, but then it's about to come in, like it's coming in and the red is getting lower and lower and lower. But the price is actually dumping, but the money is coming up. That creates imbalance. And when there's imbalance in price, usually you could expect a bounce most of the times. It has to. And so we're on this level. I see the bullish divergence. I look at the lower time frames. I see the money flow coming up, curving up. We are in a very, very strong confluence level where we have the golden ratio and not only the golden ratio, but the triangle resistance here, right? The bottom of the triangle. So it makes sense to long here. It makes very much sense to long here. And that was a beautiful, very fast 4% move, guys. We're talking about 4% move, in a less than an hour. And it's just like that, guys. We're coming to a support level, right? Or a Fibonacci level, or ideally both, right? And we look at the market cipher. We look and we see what we see, if we see bullish divergences, right, and money flow curving, perfect. That shows that we most likely is gonna bounce. You know, you can see here that we are right now getting rejected by the 0.382 fib level. And the 0.382 level, if you don't know, guys, is a pretty strong level as well. It's a pretty strong level. So we can see here that we have confluence. We have the support level that I dropped earlier. We have the Fibonacci level, and we have the 21 EMA coming here as well. So we have 3 confluence points in this area right here. So we can be sure, or at least predict, that we're gonna have a rejection here. Alright, so when I did actually post the setup, I gave the TP to the group. I gave the TP levels, and it's basically the resistance levels, right? It's the resistance levels that we drew earlier, right, before we started trading. And so that was it. And you know, this was a juicy long. We took profits at you know, this level and this level, and we unfortunately didn't hit this level yet. We were very close to hit this level here, but we never hit it. We were like, what, $250 away from it. It's all right, guys. You can't hit them all. It's sometimes you don't, and this was still a very, very juicy long for me, and I'm very happy with it. I did close it once I saw the bearish divergence, because look, guys, if we look on the other side, right, let's look here. 3 minutes. I love 3 minutes, by the way. We can see here very, very clearly that when we came up here and started touching this level, we saw a bearish divergence. Oops, sorry. Right? The price is making higher highs. The momentum is making lower highs. Guys, very obvious. Very obvious. Super obvious. Super obvious. And even crazier, we have the 0.5 Fibonacci level here, and it has confluence with our support and resistance line. So that makes it even stronger. And so this was, you know, this was a very obvious short for me, but I didn't take it. It's a good as 2% short. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm not trying to make a very long video, just trying to make it short, easy, explainable. And remember, I'm in the group, so if you have questions, just ask. I'm always happy to answer and help out everyone in the group. And if you're watching this and you're interested to join, feel free to check the link in bio to the Patreon side, and feel free to join. About the stop losses here, right? So if you enter here, then you want to have your stop loss below the recent swing low, right? Here's the swing low. So you want, if you enter here, you want to have your SL here. And you know, you can also look at the different support and resistance levels, and you know, set the SLs based on them as well. Hope this video was clear enough and gave you some, you know, some idea on how I think and how I do enter the trades. And remember, never FOMO. Better to wait for opportunities. If you missed one, you don't need to go into that, because there's always going to be more opportunities. If you miss a pump, then start looking for a short. Like if you, for example, missed this pump, don't look for long. If you did miss, unless it goes for retest here and you don't enter at the retest, then and it pumps, and then you come, you wake up or whatever, and it's here. You don't want to long from here. You don't want to long from here. You want to look for short. What most new traders do is they think like, they think, all right, so I'm gonna long once we break this, triangle, or I'm gonna long once we break this strong resistance. But then it pumps, right? It pumps, then it starts dropping. You don't enter because you think, oh, I'm too late. It starts dropping, right? And then you think, oh, it's dropping, might not good time to enter. And then it starts pumping. And then you enter right here, or even right here. And then boom, down we go. So when you miss a trade, instead of looking for long, start looking for short. Start looking for places where we could see a bounce, and make a cheeky short instead. That's how I do it. I never FOMO. I used to FOMO. I know the struggle. I mean, this is me. This is actually exactly how I was doing. Entering at the tops, and selling at the lows, right on the support levels. And so I feel you guys. I really do. So just start having that in mind. Sometimes FOMO does work out, but it's not worth it because the risk management is way off when you FOMO, right? So, and remember, guys, risk management, some of y'all thinking that, risk management is like where you put SL, but risk management is more than that. It's where you enter, how much leverage you're using, how much money of your portfolio you're using, where you put your SLs. There's so much into that, and there's a whole nother topic as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I get nervous posting these trades sometimes to the group because I feel like people just gonna follow me with their insane leverages and bad risk management, and it gets me a little bit nervous. But I mean, we're here to learn, guys. We are here to learn, and you learn by making mistakes, and you learn. And unfortunately, the mistakes can be very, very expensive in crypto market trading, but we move and we make the mistakes and we learn, and that's what we're here, and that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I have this group, to make this group a better trading community, a better advisor and more profitable, right? That's my goal. That's my end goal. Like, there's nothing else that makes me more happy than seeing people who I know started off without, knowing nothing, and now going crazy with the trading, makes nothing more happier. Like, nothing makes me more happier. That's just such a good feeling. Such a good feeling to see, people, get better and evolve, and, having those bad and good moments. And so that's what we're here. It's all right. Sometimes we do FOMO, sometimes we do lose, sometimes I do it, I still do it sometimes, and so just try to stay composed, try to have a nice calm trading environment, what I do like to do, actually, I don't know, it's maybe silly, but it helps me usually when you have trading view, right? When you just started, we have all these lines, and it's just making me very I don't know, anxious. I don't know, I don't like it. It makes me not calm, it makes me stressful, right? And I remove them, just make it more cleaner and less stressful, and just have a good environment. And you look at the charts, guys, and you will learn. Trust me, even if you feel like, oh, it's this is too complicated for me. No, it's not complicated. You will learn. Just start trying, start drawing fib levels, start doing all of these things, and you will learn in time. It takes time. Everything takes time. You don't go out on the football arena and start, getting all these goals, right? You have to shoot those goals like 5 million times before you start getting better, right? And that's the same thing here. Just calm, 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 calm. Good risk management. Don't over leverage, and have fun trading, guys. Have fun trading. So that's it for me. Happy trading and peace.